Hello everyone, it's me Aqua, and today I'm going to be opening Wonder Woman Hero Edition. I've been saving her for quite a while now, and I know that I've been MIA because of school, and I'm really excited to get back into it. Thank you all for being so understanding. Let's break right into her. This is the box. It's really cool. I love how it shows how shiny her poses are. I can't wait to see them. You can kind of see some of the items in here. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff, but that's mostly because she's joint posable rather than the replaceable ones. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it all looks. So let's get off that circle tape, circle tape, circle tape. It's almost there. Yes! Got it. Alright. You ready for the dramatic reveal? Da, 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 da. Nice! Okay, clearly not a lot going on here. There's the hands, there's her gauntlets. What are they called? I'm just completely blanking. I feel like gauntlets is correct. Her lasso of truth, her shield, and her sword. And this is obviously from the recent Wonder Woman movie, not from her comics or anything, but that's fine because I really, really love the movie armor. Alright, so I'm ready to open her up. I haven't unboxed a Nendoroid in so long. Haha. Oh, one more. Haha. Get the plastic off of her. Oh my god. Guys, I think I just have been so busy with school. I haven't even gotten to mess with the Nendoroids I already have. And here I am. I think she was in the box kind of like that. She looks strong and powerful. Oh my god, even her feet move. Okay, so more background. I've never owned a Heroes Edition Nendoroid before, so I'm super curious. So far, not a terrible impression. I usually don't like joints. I'm not a huge fan of the capace. I think they're pretty cute, but these are flexible, so you can do whatever. I'm generally not a huge fan of capace. I've never bought a Figma, even though I've seriously considered it before, because I'm not a huge fan of how the joints look. I've been considering it, though, more and more. Because, I'll look at a Figma and be like, that's really cute Figma. Maybe I want that Figma, but whatever. The Nendoroid, I feel like, is a good way to get me started on the collecting the... Oh, they're such smooth joints. Okay. But I feel like it'll be hard to, I don't know, to, get a pose and get to stick with it. We'll see. Well, she looks super strong, however I'm wiggling her limbs right now, which is a plus. I like my women strong and ready to kick ass and take names, and I like that. Okay, I'm curious how these go on, because they look kind of like a regular Nendoroid arm piece. These are just hands. This is what she comes with. Here's the Nendoroid herself. There's a joint at her feet. There's a joint at her arm and elbow. It looks like this part is detachable at her shoulder, so you can switch it out for this. Bendable at the knee, bendable at the foot, bendable at the waist, bendable at the head, of course. You can turn her arms, turn her head, and change her faceplate. And she's very pretty. Here's her sword. I don't know how I'm gonna do her poses, because there's not really different poses. You can just kind of change out her body. These are grabby hands in this case. She doesn't have open hands, which they usually do have. She has her lasso of truth. Grabby hands. Ooh. A shield that you can put on her arm. It looks like it just snaps on. very gently. And an extra angry, rough faceplate. And of course her stand. And let's see if I can get these out. Haha. Yes. Oh, she looks so cool. I can't wait to show my family. They usually don't get into like, oh, guys, she has another lasso of truth, but while she's like, you're actually posing her with it, you can take it out. And it's also really bendable, so you're not worried about like breaking it or anything. At her hip. That's cool. I love finding little stuff like that, like the tiny stuff that you can take out and change to make a pose more easy or make sense. I love that. Ooh. Please go back in. Thank you. Ooh, she's just holding her arm out to the side. Oh, okay, well, since that's off, I guess we'll change out for her other arms. Which are these? Oh my god, she looks so strange. Pardon me. So here she is with those arm plates and bending over. I also changed out her faceplate. I think this pose looks really cool and really badass. I like how this is flexible because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten this leg up this far. And it just looks really cool. I liked posing the legs. It was easier than I thought to get the pose I wanted. Also with these kinds of shoulder joints, it was kind of easier, but also kind of harder because I had to find like the angle where I could push it in, but it was alright. And I can do this with it. I can either lift it up, oh, not quite. You can lift it up to protect higher or down to protect the lower. It looks really cool either way. And yeah, it's really nice. I like her so far. Okay, so doing these poses are taking me a little longer than I necessarily would have liked, but that's okay because they look cool. So, I kind of had to take off her entire head, like her hair pieces and stuff, to be able to, and that means the back hair piece too, to be able to make sure I'm putting all of this together correctly because it was kind of getting in the way of me putting the arm back on. And honestly, these parts of the arm having a hard time staying connected to the shoulder, but with a little bit of patience you can do it. Had a lot of time maneuvering this to make it look rightish, and I still don't think I got it, but I still think it looks cool. To get it on the arm, I took the handpiece off because I didn't want like to force it and break anything. I took the handpiece off and slipped that on as high as it would go and put the arm piece back on and the handpiece back on. And that seemed to work pretty well. Yeah, I really love how the feet move. Okay, random thought. But I love the sword, the shield, I love how well they go with her outfit. It definitely looks like the movie, which I loved the movie. And she's like wearing her armor. It's really cool. I really like this particular pose. It was just, took a while to get into it. So this was a really fun pose to do. I liked kind of posing her legs in a stance, like a squat kind of stance. I love like posing this. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, because usually when you're like trying to straddle a prop between two arms, it's really hard, but for this one it was really easy, probably because of the joints. Also the arms aren't as finicky right now, probably because there's less in her arms. Yeah. I like this pose a lot, probably one of my favorites, because it's also, oh, I forgot. Probably one of my favorites. I like that you can make it more authentic by taking that out. Yeah, it looks really cool. And you can also have this be her face if you really wanted, but I didn't want to switch it out anymore. So yeah, I really like this. I like how that looks. I feel like I'm gonna have to talk about her a little bit more, just like the base Nendoroid, because I love it so much. So overall, I gotta say, I love the base Nendoroid herself. The sculpt and the paint on the hair is beautiful and fantastic. The recreation of her armor is really incredible. It's so exact, and it's like just like the movie with like its roots in Greek armor. It looks really nice. I love how it's so shiny. I think that's really cool. I love her headpiece. It looks just so right with everything, and all of it is like so perfectly sculpted. It's really nice. Like her headpiece just, and see, like there's so many tiny little lines in her torso and in her legs, and they're just each so carefully done, and you can tell. Look at her skirt in every way, and they even were thoughtful enough to like have this be here in the first place, but also make it detachable for this. I also love the sculpt of the sword and the shield. I think they go perfect with the armor itself, and they're also so carefully detailed, and you can really tell how much care went into this Nendoroid. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not usually one for superhero Nendoroids. I do try to avoid the jointed ones like this, but wow. But this one is just really nice. I'm glad I got her. I don't know if I'd get another jointed Nendoroid, just because, you know, this one, however beautiful she is, she was kind of hard to put all her poses together. But I still like this Nendoroid. I think it was definitely worth the purchase. I'm glad I picked her up. And also, one dorky thing that I've been saying is I also pre-ordered the Leia Nendoroid, so I have like a collection of 2 live-action powerful women, which is high quality for me. They will be able to protect all my babies from danger and harm, all the soft ones. Yeah. So, I hope you all liked this video. I hope you liked this review. I hopefully will post more in the future and more regularly. I'll catch you guys next time. This is Aqua signing out, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your May. Diana of the Mascara.